Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're gonna learn phrasal verbs with daily English conversation, which are used in daily life while communicating. This is part 17 of the series, so please make sure to subscribe our channel for more in-depth videos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with fellow learners to support us. Let's dive in. First up we have, get together. The phrasal verb, get together, means to meet or gather with others for socializing, discussion, or an event. Here's a daily English conversation using get together in different contexts.
Hey, do you want to get together for lunch tomorrow?
Sure, I'd love to.
We should get together for a barbecue this weekend.
That sounds great. I'll invite everyone over.
We haven't seen each other in ages. Let's get together for coffee.
Absolutely. Let's meet this Saturday at the evening.
Can we get together to study for the exam next week?
Of course. Let's meet at the library tomorrow.
We're having a potluck on Friday. Want to get together with us?
Sounds fun. I'll bring my famous pasta salad.
I found some old classmates on social media. Let's get together and catch up.
That's a great idea. I miss those days.
We need to discuss the project progress. Let's get together in the conference room after lunch.
Agreed. I'll send out a meeting invite.
How about we get together for a game night this Friday?
Sounds like fun. I'll bring my favorite board game.
In each example, get together is used to suggest or plan a gathering or meeting with others for various purposes, such as socializing, studying, or discussing important matters. Next we have, get up. The phrasal verb, get up, means to rise from a sitting, lying, or sleeping position, typically in the morning or after resting. Here's a daily English conversation using get up in different contexts.
What time do you usually get up in the morning?
I usually get up around 7 a.m.
Hurry up. We need to get up and get ready for work.
I'm coming. Just need a few more minutes.
I'm feeling refreshed after that nap. Time to get up and start the day.
Yeah, let's go grab some lunch.
Come on, sleepyhead. It's time to get up and seize the day.
Okay, Mom, just give me a moment.
What woke you up at 2 a.m.?
I'm not sure. I just had to get up and check on something.
Are you okay? You fell pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just need a moment to get up.
Let's get up and stretch our legs for a bit.
Good idea. Sitting for too long isn't good for us.
Why are you getting up so early on a Saturday?
I have a yoga class at 8 a.m. Need to get up and get going.
In each example, get up is used to refer to the action of rising from a resting position, such as waking up in the morning, getting out of bed, or standing up from a chair. Next up is, give away. The phrasal verb, give away, means to give something to someone else for free, without expecting anything in return. Here's a daily English conversation using give away.
I have some old clothes that I don't wear anymore. I'm going to give them away to the charity shop.
That's nice of you. Someone else might find them useful.
Have you tried the new cookies at the bakery? They're giving away free samples.
Really? Let's go grab some before they're gone.
I have 2 tickets to the concert tonight, but I can't go. Do you want them? I'll give them away to you.
Wow, thank you. I'd love to go.
I've finished reading these books. I'm going to give them away to the library.
Great idea. They'll be enjoyed by others too.
Our garden produced too many tomatoes this year. Let's give some away to our neighbors.
Good thinking. They'll appreciate it.
Did you go to the trade fair yesterday?
Yeah, I did. They were giving away free pens and keychains at some booths.
We need to promote the event. Let's give away flyers in the neighborhood.
Good plan. We need to spread the word.
As a gesture of goodwill, I'll give away free tutoring sessions to students who need extra help.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
In each example, give away is used to describe the action of providing something to others without expecting payment or anything in return. Next one is give back. The phrasal verb give back means to return something to its original owner, or to return something that was borrowed or taken. Here's a daily English conversation using give back.
Hey, can you give me back the book I lent you?
Sure, I'll give it back to you tomorrow.
Thanks for helping me with my homework. I'll give back the favor someday.
No problem, just let me know if you need help again.
I borrowed $20 from you last week. I'll give it back to you today.
Thanks, I need it for lunch.
Can you give me back my hammer when you're done fixing the shelf?
Of course, I'll give it back to you right after.
I found your keys outside. I'll give them back to you when I see you later.
Thank you so much. I've been looking everywhere for them.
I called you yesterday. Can you give me back with a response today?
Sorry, I missed your call. I'll give you back a call as soon as I can.
I don't need this sweater. I'll give it back to you.
Really? Thanks for being honest. I can exchange it for something else.
In each example, give back is used to describe the action of returning something to its rightful owner or reciprocating a kind gesture. Next we have give off. The phrasal verb give off means to emit or release something, such as a smell, light, or heat. Here's a daily English conversation using give off.
What's that delicious smell?
I'm cooking spaghetti sauce. It gives off such a wonderful aroma.
Can you light the scented candle, please?
Sure. Look how it gives off a warm glow.
Your phone battery is low.
Yeah, I'm charging it now. It gives off a green light when it's fully charged.
I'm feeling cold. Let's sit by the fireplace. It gives off warmth.
Yes, it's cozy.
The room smells musty. Can you spray some air freshener?
Sure. This air freshener gives off a refreshing scent.
You smell nice. What perfume are you wearing?
Thanks. It's the one you gave me. It gives off a subtle fragrance.
I'm starting the barbecue. Watch how it gives off smoke once the charcoal gets hot.
Sure, I can't wait for grilled burgers.
It's freezing in here. Can you turn on the heater?
Sure thing. The heater gives off heat quickly once it's on.
In each example, give off is used to describe the action of emitting or releasing something, such as smell, light, or heat, from an object or source. Next up is give out. The phrasal verb give out means to distribute, issue, or dispense something to others. Here's a daily English conversation using give out.
Emma, can you help me give out these flyers for the school event?
Sure, I'll give them out to everyone in the hallway.
I made cookies for your classmates. Can you give them out during recess?
Okay, I'll give them out to everyone.
I'll give out maps so you can find your way around the museum.
Thank you. I'll make sure to give them out to my family.
Would you like to try a sample of our new product?
Sure, thank you for giving out samples.
If you need help finding a book, don't hesitate to ask. I'm here to give out information.
Thanks, I'll be sure to ask if I need help.
Before you leave, don't forget to grab a party favor. I'll give them out as you go.
Thanks for giving out party favors. They're so cute.
In each example, give out is used to describe the action of distributing or providing something to others. Next one is give up. The phrasal verb give up means to stop doing something, especially because it's difficult or you no longer have hope of succeeding. Here's a daily English conversation using give up.
This puzzle is too hard. I think I won't able to solve it.
Don't give up. Let's try together.
I've been trying to do push-ups, but I can't do any more.
It's okay. You don't have to push yourself too hard. Take a break, but don't give up.
I've been practicing guitar for weeks, but I can't seem to play this song. I think I'll give up.
Learning takes time and patience. Don't give up just yet. Keep practicing.
I've looked everywhere for my keys, but I didn't find them yet.
Don't give up hope. Let's check one more time under the couch cushions.
This project is taking forever. I give up. It's too much work.
Don't give up now. We're almost done. Let's finish it together.
I've been trying to stick to my diet, but I keep craving unhealthy food. Should I give up?
Don't give up on your health goals. You can do it. Let's find healthier alternatives together.
I can't figure out this riddle. I give up.
Don't give up yet. Let's read it together and think about it carefully.
I've been training for months, but I can't seem to improve my time. I give up on beating my record.
Don't give up on your goals. Keep pushing yourself, and you'll get there eventually.
In each example, give up is used when someone decides to stop trying or pursuing something because it's too difficult or they feel they can't succeed. Next we have get at. The phrasal verb get at has different meanings, but one common usage is to imply suggesting or hinting at something indirectly. Let's use get at in a daily English conversation.
Hey Emily, did you see the note I left on the fridge?
Yeah, I saw it. What are you trying to get at?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could take turns doing the dishes. It seems like they're always piling up in the sink.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Yeah, that sounds fair. I'm on board with that.
Great. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Me too. It's important to keep the apartment clean and organized.
Definitely. So, do you want to start with the dishes tonight?
Sure, I can do them tonight, and then you can take your turn tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for being willing to help out.
No problem. We're both responsible for keeping the place tidy.
Exactly. I'm glad we can talk about these things and figure them out together.
Yeah, me too. Communication is key to getting along as roommates.
In this conversation, get it is used when Sam asks Emily about the note on the fridge, implying that he has a suggestion or request. Next we have, get away with. The phrasal verb get away with means to do something wrong or illegal without facing any consequences. Let's use get away with in a daily English conversation.
Hey, did you hear about Mike? He cheated on the test but didn't get caught.
Really? How did he get away with it?
I don't know, he must have been really sneaky about it.
That's not fair. I studied so hard for that test, and he just gets away with cheating?
Yeah, it's not right. But sometimes people manage to get away with things like that.
I guess so. But I hope he doesn't try it again.
Me too. It's not worth it to cheat.
Definitely not. I'd rather work hard and earn my grades honestly.
Yeah, me too. Cheating might seem like an easy way out, but it's not worth the risk.
Exactly. It's better to do things the right way, even if it's harder.
In this conversation, get away with is used to discuss Mike cheating on a test without facing any consequences. Next up is, get by. The phrasal verb get by means to manage or cope with a situation, especially when it's challenging. Let's use get by in a daily English conversation.
Hey Sarah, how are you doing?
Hi Jack. I'm okay, just trying to get by with all the work I have to do.
Yeah, I understand. Work can be overwhelming sometimes.
Definitely. But I'm just taking it one task at a time.
That's the way to do it. Just keep going, and you'll get by.
Thanks, Jack. I appreciate the encouragement.
No problem. We all have those days where we just have to get by.
Yeah, you're right. It's important to remember that it's okay to take things slow sometimes.
Absolutely. And if you ever need any help, don't hesitate to ask.
Thanks, Jack. I'll keep that in mind.
In this conversation, get by is used to discuss managing the workload and coping with stress. Next one is, get down to. The phrasal verb get down to means to start focusing on or dealing with a task or situation seriously. Let's use get down to in a daily English conversation.
Hey Sarah, are you ready to work on our presentation?
Yeah, let's get down to it. We need to finish it before the meeting tomorrow.
Agreed. What do you think we should include in the slides?
I think we should start with the key points from the report and then add some visuals to make it more engaging.
That sounds good. Let's get down to creating the slides first.
Okay, I'll start working on the content while you gather the data we need.
Perfect. Once we have everything ready, we can meet again to finalize the presentation.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get down to business.
Absolutely. I'm glad we're finally getting down to work on this.
Me too. I'm confident we can make a great presentation together.
In this conversation, get down to is used to indicate the beginning of focused work on a task. Next is, get off. The phrasal verb get off has several meanings, depending on the context. It can mean 1. To physically leave or exit from a vehicle or mode of transportation. 2. To receive a break or time off from work or responsibilities. 3. To avoid punishment or consequences for something. Let's use get off in daily English conversation in different contexts.
The bus is here. Let's get off quickly.
Hold on, I dropped my bag. Okay, now let's get off.
I can't wait to get off work and relax at home.
Me too. We've been working so hard lately.
Did you hear? Tom got off with just a warning for speeding.
Really? He's so lucky. I hope I get off easy if I ever get a ticket.
Can you help me get this stain off my shirt?
Sure, let's use some soap and water to get it off.
I heard the store is having a sale. Let's go and see if we can get some money off.
Great idea. I hope we can get a good deal on those shoes I've been wanting.
We need to get off early if we want to beat the traffic.
I agree. Let's get off as soon as possible so we can get there on time.
I can't seem to open this jar. Can you help me get the lid off?
Sure, let me try. There you go, I got it off.
In each example, get off is used in a different context, demonstrating its versatility in everyday language. Next we have get on. The phrasal verb get on has various meanings, depending on the context. It can mean 1. To physically board or enter a vehicle or mode of transportation. 2. To develop a friendly or cooperative relationship with someone. 3. To make progress or advance in a task or situation. Here's a daily English conversation using get on in different contexts.
Hurry up, the train is here. Let's get on before it leaves.
Wait, I forgot my ticket.
How's your new roommate? Do you get on with them?
Yeah, we get on really well. We have a lot in common.
How's your project going? Are you getting on okay?
It's going well. I'm getting on with it slowly but surely.
Are you going to get on with your homework now?
Yeah, I'll get on with it after I finish watching this show.
Let's get on with cleaning the house.
Okay, I'll get on with vacuuming while you get on with dusting.
How's the job search going?
I'm trying to get on with it, but it's been tough finding opportunities.
We need to get on with our hike if we want to reach the summit before sunset.
I agree, let's get on and keep going.
Are you going to get on with the basketball team this year?
Yeah, I'm planning to try out and hopefully get on the team.
In each example, get on is used in a different context, demonstrating its versatility in everyday language. Next we have get out. The phrasal verb get out has several meanings, depending on the context. It can mean 1. To physically leave or exit from a place. 2. To remove something from a particular location or position. 3. To express or convey a message or information. 4. To escape or evade a difficult or unpleasant situation. Here's a daily English conversation using get out in different contexts.
It's getting late. We should get out of the house and go for a walk.
Good idea. Let's get out before it gets too dark.
Please get out your books and start your homework.
Okay, Mom. I'll get out my math book and start working on it.
Can anyone tell me when the Declaration of Independence was signed?
I think it was in 1776, but I'm not sure. Let me get out my textbook and check.
I can't believe I have to work late again tonight.
You should talk to your boss and try to get out of it.
Did you hear about the surprise party for Tom's birthday?
Yeah, I did. I hope no one accidentally lets it get out before the big day.
The garage is a mess. We need to get out all the old boxes and junk.
Agreed. Let's get out everything we don't need and donate it.
I'm feeling really stressed out about this project.
Maybe you should take a break and get out of the office for a while.
I've been feeling really down lately.
You should talk to someone about it. Sometimes it helps to get out what's on your mind.
In each example, get out is used in a different context, showing its versatility in everyday language. Next we have get over. The phrasal verb get over means to recover from or overcome a difficulty, obstacle, or emotional challenge. Here's a daily English conversation using get over in different contexts.
How are you feeling after your cold?
Much better, thanks. I think I'll get over it soon.
I heard you and Mark broke up. Are you okay?
It's tough, but I'll get over it eventually.
I'm terrified of speaking in public.
With practice, you'll get over your fear.
I still miss my old dog.
It takes time to get over the loss of a pet.
I'm having a hard time adjusting to my new job.
Don't worry, you'll get over the initial challenges soon.
I can't believe she said that to me.
Try to forgive and forget. Holding on to anger won't help you get over it.
I failed my driving test again.
Keep practicing. You'll get over this setback and pass eventually.
I didn't get the promotion I was hoping for.
It's disappointing, but you'll get over it and find other opportunities.
In each example, get over is used to describe the process of overcoming or recovering from a variety of challenges and situations. Now we have get through. The phrasal verb get through means to successfully complete or endure a difficult or challenging situation. Here's a daily English conversation using get through in different contexts.
How's the report coming along?
It's taking longer than expected, but I'll get through it by the end of the day.
I'm struggling with my exams.
Hang in there. You'll get through this rough patch.
Today's been so hectic.
Just a few more hours, and we'll get through the workday.
This breakup is really hard.
I know it's tough, but you'll get through it with time.
The job interview was nerve-wracking.
I believe in you. You'll get through it and land the job.
I'm stuck on this math problem.
Keep trying. You'll get through it eventually.
I have so much to do before the deadline.
Take it one task at a time. You'll get through your workload.
In each example, get through is used to express the idea of successfully navigating, enduring, or completing a challenging situation or task. Next we have exceed in. The phrasal verb exceed in means to perform or achieve beyond a particular standard or expectation. Let's use exceed in a daily English conversation.
Did you see Sarah's test results? She always exceeds in math.
Yes, she consistently exceeds in all her subjects.
She's a hard worker. It's no surprise she exceeds in everything she does.
Absolutely. She puts in a lot of effort to exceed in her studies.
I wish I could exceed in math like she does.
You can. With practice and dedication, anyone can exceed in their studies.
You're right. I'll work hard to exceed in my math class this semester.
In this conversation, exceed in is used to discuss performing exceptionally well. Next we have face up to. The phrasal verb face up to means to confront or deal with a difficult situation or problem without avoiding it. Let's use face up to in a daily English conversation.
I have to face up to the fact that I didn't pass the exam.
It's okay, Tom. Facing up to your mistakes is the first step to improvement.
I know, but it's hard to face up to failure.
I understand, but facing up to challenges helps us grow stronger.
You're right. I need to face up to my weaknesses and work on them.
Exactly. Facing up to difficulties is how we learn and improve.
Thanks, Emma. I'll try my best to face up to this setback.
In this conversation, face up to is used to discuss confronting a challenging situation. Next up is fall behind. The phrasal verb fall behind means to lag or fail to keep up with a particular pace or standard. Let's use fall behind in a daily English conversation.
I've been missing a lot of classes lately. I think I'm starting to fall behind.
It's important not to fall behind in your studies. Maybe you should catch up with your assignments.
Yeah, I'll try to catch up this weekend. I don't want to fall behind any further.
That's a good idea. Falling behind can make it harder to understand new lessons.
I don't want to disappoint my parents by falling behind in school.
Don't worry, Tom. With effort and dedication, you can catch up and avoid falling behind.
Thanks, Emma. I'll work hard to make sure I don't fall behind anymore.
In this conversation, fall behind is used to discuss not keeping up with academic responsibilities. Next one is fall for. The phrasal verb fall for means to be deceived or fooled by someone or something, usually by believing a falsehood or being tricked into a situation. Let's use fall for in a daily English conversation.
Did you hear about Mark? He fell for a scam and lost all his money.
Really? How did that happen?
He received an email saying he won a lottery, but he had to pay a fee to claim the prize. He fell for it and sent them his bank details.
Oh no, that's terrible. I can't believe he fell for such an obvious scam.
Yeah, he's feeling really embarrassed about it now.
I hope he learns from this experience and doesn't fall for scams again.
Me too. It's important to be cautious and not fall for too good to be true offers.
Definitely. Falling for scams can have serious consequences.
In this conversation, fall for is used to discuss being deceived by a scam. Next is fall through. The phrasal verb fall through means for a plan, arrangement, or agreement to fail or not happen as expected. Let's use fall through in a daily English conversation.
Hey, did your plan to go camping last weekend work out?
No, unfortunately, it fell through. It rained all weekend, so we couldn't go.
Oh, that's too bad. What will you do now?
We're thinking of rescheduling for next month if the weather is better.
I hope it works out this time. It's disappointing when plans fall through.
Yeah, it was a bummer, but we'll try again.
Let me know when you're going next. I'd love to join you if I'm available.
Sure thing. Hopefully, it won't fall through this time.
In this conversation, fall through is used to describe the cancellation of a camping trip due to bad weather. The language is straightforward and suitable for everyday communication. Next up is figure out. The phrasal verb figure out means to understand or solve a problem or situation. Let's use figure out in a daily English conversation.
Hey John, I can't seem to figure out how to use this new software for work.
Let me take a look. Sometimes it just takes a bit of time to figure it out.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I've been trying for hours.
No problem. We'll figure it out together.
I hope so. I have a deadline coming up.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out before then.
Okay, let's give it another try.
I think I've figured it out. You have to click here and then here.
Oh, that's it. Thanks for helping me figure it out.
Anytime. If you need help figuring anything else out, just let me know.
In this conversation, figure out is used repeatedly as Amy seeks assistance in understanding how to use new software. Next one is fill in. The phrasal verb fill in means to complete a form, provide information, or substitute for someone temporarily. Let's use fill in a daily English conversation.
Hey Sarah, can you fill in for me at the reception desk while I take my lunch break?
Sure, no problem. I can fill in for you for about 30 minutes.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Just fill in any messages or inquiries on this notepad.
Got it. I'll fill in for you until you get back.
Great, I won't be long. If any important calls come in, just fill in the details and I'll get back to them later.
Okay, I'll make sure to fill in everything neatly.
Thanks again, Sarah. I'll see you in a bit.
No problem, Tom. Enjoy your lunch break.
In this conversation, fill in is used repeatedly as Tom asks Sarah to substitute for him temporarily at the reception desk. Next we have find out. The phrasal verb find out means to discover or learn something, usually after making an effort to obtain the information. Let's use find out in a daily English conversation.
Hey Mike, did you find out the time of the party tonight?
Not yet, I'm going to call Sarah to find out.
Great, let me know what you find out.
Sure thing. I'll find out and text you the details.
Thanks. Also, did you find out if the movie is still showing at the theater?
No, I forgot to check. I'll find out when I call Sarah and then find out about the movie too.
Sounds good. Find out about both and let me know.
Will do. I'll find out everything and text you soon.
Thanks, Mike. You're the best.
In this conversation, find out is used repeatedly as Mike and Emma discuss gathering information about the party and the movie. Next one is frown upon. The phrasal verb frown upon means to disapprove of something or to regard it as unacceptable or inappropriate. Let's use frown upon in a daily English conversation.
Hey Sarah, did you hear that Jack got a tattoo?
Yeah, I did. Some people frown upon tattoos in our family.
Really? I didn't know that. Why do they frown upon them?
They think tattoos are not professional and might limit job opportunities.
Oh, I see. I guess some people frown upon anything they consider unconventional.
Exactly. It's important to be aware of what others frown upon, especially in certain social or professional settings.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't want to do anything that others frown upon.
Me neither. It's always good to be respectful of other people's opinions and beliefs.
Definitely. I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
In this conversation, frown upon is used to discuss the disapproval or negative perception of tattoos within certain social circles. The language is straightforward and easy to understand for everyday communication. Now we have gear up. The phrasal verb gear up means to prepare or get ready for something, especially for a specific task or event. Let's use gear up in a daily English conversation.
Hey Jake, are you ready for the hiking trip this weekend?
Not yet, I still need to gear up. I need to buy some hiking boots and a backpack.
Yeah, me too. I'm planning to gear up tomorrow. Do you know where we can find a good store for hiking gear?
There's an outdoor sports store downtown. We can gear up there.
Sounds good. Let's gear up early so we have everything we need for the trip.
Definitely. We don't want to forget any essential gear.
Yeah, we should also gear up mentally. Hiking can be challenging, but I'm excited.
Me too. I can't wait to gear up and hit the trails.
It's going to be a fun adventure. Let's make sure we gear up properly so we can enjoy it to the fullest.
Agreed. Let's gear up and make some unforgettable memories.
In this conversation, gear up is used to discuss the preparation for a hiking trip. Next one is get ahead. The phrasal verb get ahead means to make progress or succeed, especially in one's career or goals. Let's use get ahead in a daily English conversation.
Hey Mark, how's your new job going?
It's going well, thanks. I'm working hard to get ahead in my career.
That's great to hear. How do you plan to get ahead?
I'm trying to learn new skills and take on extra responsibilities. I believe that's the key to getting ahead.
That's a smart approach. I'm also trying to get ahead in my studies by studying every day.
That's important. Consistency is crucial if you want to get ahead academically.
Yeah, I know. I'm determined to get ahead and achieve my goals.
You've got the right attitude. Keep working hard, and you'll definitely get ahead.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate the encouragement. Let's both keep pushing forward to get ahead in our respective paths.
Absolutely. We'll support each other as we strive to get ahead.
In this conversation, get ahead is used to discuss making progress in both career and academic endeavors. Now we have get along. The phrasal verb get along means to have a harmonious or friendly relationship with someone. Let's use get along in a daily English conversation.
How's your new roommate, Jake?
Oh, he's great. We get along really well.
That's good to hear. It's important to get along with the people you live with.
Yeah, definitely. It makes everything much easier.
Have you had any disagreements?
Not really. We've been able to talk things out whenever there's been an issue. It's all about communication.
That's true. When you get along with someone, you can solve problems together.
Exactly. Plus, we have similar interests, so it's easy to find common ground.
It sounds like you two are a good match.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm grateful to have someone I can get along with so well.
Well, that's wonderful. Getting along with your roommate can make living together much more enjoyable.
Absolutely. I'm lucky to have found someone I can get along with in a new city.
In this conversation, get along is used to describe the positive relationship between Jake and his roommate. Next we have decide on. The phrasal verb decide on means to make a choice or reach a conclusion about something. Let's use decide on in a daily English conversation.
Hey Emma. Have you decided on what movie you want to watch tonight?
Not yet. I'm still trying to decide on a comedy or an action film.
I see. Well, when you decide on one, let me know, and I'll bring some snacks.
Sounds good. I'll decide on a movie soon and text you.
Speaking of decisions, did you and Mark decide on the venue for the team outing?
Yes, we decided on a picnic in the park. It's simple and everyone can enjoy it.
That sounds like fun. Speaking of fun, did Lisa decide on the theme for the office party?
Yes, she decided on a 90s theme. It should be nostalgic and enjoyable for everyone.
Nostalgia sounds great. By the way, did you decide on which project to prioritize next week?
Not yet. I'm still trying to decide on whether to focus on the marketing campaign or the product launch.
Well, let me know when you decide on it, and I can assist you with whatever you need.
Thanks, Tom. I'll decide on it by tomorrow morning and inform you.
In this conversation, decide on is used to discuss making choices about movies, event venues, party themes, work priorities, and other decisions. Next we have depend on. The phrasal verb depend on means to rely on or trust in someone or something for support, assistance, or fulfillment. Let's use depend on in a daily English conversation.
Hey Emma. Are you ready for the hike tomorrow?
Not yet. I'm waiting for the weather forecast because it depends on whether it will rain or not.
I understand. We'll decide on the plan once we know the weather.
Exactly. It's crucial to have a backup plan that we can depend on in case of rain.
Speaking of backup plans, can I depend on you to bring extra water bottles?
Of course, you can depend on me. I'll make sure to pack enough water for everyone.
Great. I know I can always depend on you to come through in a pinch.
Thanks, Tom. You can depend on me for anything you need.
By the way, can we depend on Mark to join us for the hike?
I'm not sure. It depends on whether he can rearrange his schedule.
I see. Well, let's hope we can all depend on good weather and enjoy the hike together.
In this conversation, depend on is used to discuss relying on the weather forecast, backup plans, trust in others, and expectations for participation. Next up is deviate from. The phrasal verb deviate from means to depart or stray away from a usual or expected course of action or behavior. Let's use deviate from in a daily English conversation.
Hey Emma. Did you notice that Lisa's presentation deviated from the usual format?
Hi, Tom. Yes, I did. She decided to deviate from the standard slides and used a more interactive approach instead.
That's interesting. I wonder why she chose to deviate from the usual style.
She mentioned that she wanted to deviate from the norm to make the presentation more engaging for the audience.
Speaking of engagement, do you think we should deviate from our regular meeting schedule?
I'm not sure. It depends on whether deviating from the schedule would disrupt our workflow.
That's a valid point. It's essential to consider the consequences before deviating from established routines.
Exactly. We shouldn't deviate from what works unless there's a compelling reason to do so.
Agreed. But sometimes, it's beneficial to deviate from the norm to spark creativity or innovation.
True. It's all about finding the right balance between consistency and the need to deviate for improvement.
In this conversation, deviate from is used to discuss departures from the usual format, schedules, and routines. Next is die down. The phrasal verb die down means to decrease in intensity or become quieter after reaching a peak. Let's use die down in a daily English conversation.
Did you hear that loud noise outside?
Yes, it was probably the construction work. It should die down by the evening.
I hope so. It's hard to concentrate with all that noise.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while, but it usually dies down by dinner time.
Speaking of noise, do you think the storm will die down soon?
I checked the weather forecast, and it's expected to die down by tomorrow morning.
That's a relief. I hope the winds die down soon.
Me too. It's been quite noisy with all the howling winds.
Hopefully, the traffic will die down by the time we head home.
Yeah, rush hour tends to die down around 6 p.m.
Let's wait a bit longer. Maybe the noise will die down soon.
Yeah, let's hope so.
In this conversation, die down is used to discuss the decrease in intensity or volume of noise, construction work, storms, and traffic. Next one is dig in. The phrasal verb dig in means to start eating eagerly or to begin a task with enthusiasm. Let's use dig in a daily English conversation.
Dinner's ready. Come and dig in, everyone.
Wow, this looks delicious. I can't wait to dig in.
Yeah, I've been cooking all afternoon. Let's dig in before it gets cold.
I'm starving. Let's dig in right away.
Hey, don't forget to dig in and try the dessert I made too.
Of course. I'll definitely dig in for dessert.
Alright, let's all dig in and enjoy the meal together.
Thanks for cooking, Tom. Let's dig in and show our appreciation.
In this conversation, dig in is used to encourage starting to eat eagerly and enjoy the meal. The language is kept simple for everyday communication. Next we have dish out. The phrasal verb dish out means to distribute or serve something, usually food or information. Let's use dish out in a daily English conversation.
Are you ready to serve dinner?
Yep. I'll dish out the pasta first.
Great. I'll help you dish out the salad.
Thanks, Tom. Can you dish out the drinks while I finish up here?
Sure thing. I'll dish out the water and juice.
Okay, everyone, dinner's ready. Let's dish out the plates and start eating.
I'll dish out the plates while you dish out the main course.
Sounds good. Let's dish out the dessert after we finish the main course.
Sounds like a plan. I'll dish out the ice cream while you dish out the cake.
In this conversation, dish out is used to talk about distributing food among people. The language is simple and suitable for everyday communication. Next up is dwell on. The phrasal verb dwell on means to focus or think about something for a prolonged period, often in a negative or excessive way. Let's use dwell on in a daily English conversation.
I can't stop thinking about my mistake at work today.
Try not to dwell on it too much, Tom. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes.
I know, but I can't help but dwell on how it might affect my performance review.
It's natural to worry, but dwelling on it won't change what happened.
You're right. I shouldn't dwell on it. I'll do better next time.
Exactly. Don't dwell on the past, focus on what you can do now.
Thanks, Emma. I appreciate your advice. I'll try not to dwell on it anymore.
No problem, Tom. Just remember, don't dwell on the negatives.
In this conversation, dwell on is used to discuss thinking or worrying excessively about something negative. Next we have ease off. The phrasal verb ease off means to decrease in intensity or to reduce pressure or stress. Let's use ease off in a daily English conversation.
I've been feeling really overwhelmed with work lately.
Maybe you should take a break and ease off for a bit.
You're right. I need to ease off and relax.
Yeah, don't push yourself too hard. It's important to ease off when things get too stressful.
I'll try to ease off, but there's just so much to do.
Remember to prioritize and take breaks. That should help you ease off the pressure.
Thanks, Emma. I'll ease off and take your advice.
No problem, Tom. Just remember to ease off and take care of yourself.
In this conversation, ease off is used to discuss reducing stress or pressure. Next up is embark on. The phrasal verb embark on means to start or undertake a new activity, journey, or project. Let's use embark on in a daily English conversation.
I've been thinking about learning to play the guitar.
That sounds like a great idea. When do you plan to embark on that?
I was thinking of starting next week. I'll embark on guitar lessons then.
Awesome. I'll support you as you embark on this musical journey.
Thanks, Emma. I'm excited to embark on something new.
It's always exciting to embark on a new hobby. Let me know if you need any help getting started.
Will do. I can't wait to embark on this new adventure.
I'm sure you'll do great once you embark on learning the guitar.
In this conversation, embark on is used to discuss starting a new activity or journey. Next phrasal verb, engage in. The phrasal verb engage in means to participate or become involved in an activity or discussion. Let's use engage in a daily English conversation.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I like to engage in outdoor activities like hiking and biking.
That sounds fun. I also like to engage in outdoor sports.
We should engage in a hiking trip together sometime.
Definitely. I'd love to engage in outdoor adventures with you.
It's important to engage in activities that we enjoy.
I agree. Engaging in hobbies helps us relax and unwind.
Exactly. We should engage in activities that make us happy.
In this conversation, engage in is used to discuss participating in activities. The language is kept simple and suitable for everyday communication. Now we have enter into. The phrasal verb enter into means to begin or participate in a formal agreement, discussion, or relationship. Let's use enter into in a daily English conversation.
Have you decided to enter into the contract with the new client?
Yes, I'm planning to enter into negotiations with them next week.
That's great news. I hope you enter into a mutually beneficial agreement.
Thanks. I'll make sure to carefully consider all the terms before we enter into any contracts.
It's important to enter into agreements that align with our company's values.
Definitely. I want to make sure we enter into partnerships that support our goals.
I'm confident that you'll enter into successful negotiations.
In this conversation, enter into is used to discuss initiating formal agreements or discussions. Next we have cut back. The phrasal verb cut back means to reduce or decrease, often in terms of quantity or spending. Let's use cut back in a daily English conversation.
Hi, Emma. how's everything going?
Hi, Tom. It's going well, but we need to cut back on expenses this month.
I understand. Speaking of cutting back, did you see how Mark had to cut back on the project scope due to time constraints?
Yes, sometimes we need to cut back on certain aspects to meet deadlines.
On a different note, do you think we should cut back on the number of meetings to make our schedule more efficient?
Absolutely. Cutting back on unnecessary meetings can give us more time for actual work.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa had to cut back on her work hours to manage her personal commitments?
Yes, it's important to cut back when needed to maintain a work-life balance.
That's true. Speaking of work-life balance, do you and Mark have any plans to cut back on overtime hours for the team?
Yes, we're considering ways to cut back on overtime to avoid burnout.
Did you discuss with Mark how to cut back on stress levels during busy periods?
Yes, we had a meeting to explore strategies to cut back on stress and improve well-being.
In this conversation, cut back is used to discuss reducing expenses, adjusting project scope, streamlining meetings, managing work hours, promoting work-life balance, minimizing overtime, and addressing stress levels. Next we have, cut down. The phrasal verb, cut down, means to reduce or decrease, often in terms of quantity or size. Let's use cut down in a daily English conversation.
Hi Emma. How's your workload?
Hi, Tom. It's a bit overwhelming, so I need to cut down on some tasks.
I get it. Speaking of cutting down, did you notice how Mark had to cut down on the number of pages for the report?
Yes, we're trying to cut down on unnecessary details to make it more concise.
On a different note, do you think we should cut down on the frequency of team meetings to save time?
Absolutely. Cutting down on meetings can give us more time to focus on actual work.
By the way, did you hear how Lisa had to cut down on the number of client visits due to the travel restrictions?
Yes, it's essential to cut down on travel when necessary for everyone's safety.
That's true. Speaking of safety, do you and Mark have plans to cut down on overtime to prevent burnout?
Yes, we're considering ways to cut down on overtime hours to ensure a healthy work-life balance.
Speaking of work-life balance, did you discuss with Mark how to cut down on stress levels during busy periods?
Yes, we had a meeting to explore strategies to cut down on stress and improve overall well-being.
In this conversation, cut down is used to discuss reducing tasks, condensing a report, streamlining meetings, minimizing travel, limiting overtime, and addressing stress levels. Next up is cut off. The phrasal verb cut off has multiple meanings, including to disconnect or isolate. Let's use cut off in a daily English conversation.
Hi Emma. Did you get my message about the team meeting?
Hi, Tom. No, my phone battery died, and I got cut off from the group chat.
Oh, no worries. Speaking of getting cut off, did you see how Mark's internet connection got cut off during the presentation?
Yes, it was a bit unfortunate. He got cut off right when he was explaining the key points.
On a different note, do you think we should cut off the old project files to free up space on the server?
Absolutely. It's time to cut off anything outdated and create more storage room.
By the way, did you hear how Lisa had to cut off the call abruptly because of an emergency?
Yes, she mentioned that she had to cut off the conversation to attend to a family matter.
That's understandable. Speaking of family matters, do you and Mark have any plans to cut off work discussions during weekends?
Yes, we're considering setting boundaries to cut off work-related talks and enjoy our weekends.
Speaking of boundaries, did you discuss with Mark how to cut off interruptions during focused work hours?
Yes, we had a meeting to explore ways to cut off unnecessary interruptions and boost productivity.
In this conversation, cut off is used to discuss being disconnected from a chat, experiencing an interruption in a presentation, freeing up server space, handling emergencies, setting boundaries for work-life balance, and minimizing interruptions during work hours. Next one is cut out. The phrasal verb cut out has various meanings, including removing or excluding something. Let's use cut out in a daily English conversation.
Hey Emma. How's your day going?
Hi Tom. It's good, but I need to cut out some unnecessary tasks to meet the deadline.
I understand. Speaking of cutting out, did you see how Mark had to cut out a section from the budget to stay within limits?
Yes, we're trying to cut out non-essential expenses to ensure we stay on track.
On a different note, do you think we should cut out the weekly status meetings to save time?
Absolutely. Cutting out unnecessary meetings can give us more time for actual work.
By the way, did you hear how Lisa had to cut out early from the meeting to attend a family event?
Yes, she mentioned she had to cut out of the discussion to be with her family.
That's understandable. Speaking of family, do you and Mark have any plans to cut out work discussions during dinner time?
Yes, we're considering setting boundaries to cut out work-related talks and enjoy our meals.
In this conversation, cut out is used to discuss removing tasks, excluding budget sections, eliminating meetings, leaving a meeting early, and setting boundaries for work-life balance. Next we have come to. The phrasal verb come to has various meanings, but it often implies regaining consciousness, reaching a decision, or adding up to a particular amount. Let's use come to in daily English conversation.
Why were you sleeping on the couch?
I was tired and took a nap, but I just came to when you woke me up.
The bill for dinner came to $40. Can you cover half?
Sure, no problem. My share will come to $20.
Did you hear about the accident yesterday?
Yeah, it was scary. The person involved just came to in the hospital.
I'm not sure which option to choose.
Take your time. When you come to a decision, let me know.
The meeting is about to start. Please come to the conference room.
I'll be there in a minute. I didn't realize it was time to come to the meeting.
I found this old book in the attic. It must have come to us from my grandparents.
That's interesting. I wonder how it came to be up there.
The car suddenly stopped, but after a moment, it came to and started again.
Maybe there was a temporary issue. If it happens again, we should come to a mechanic.
The total number of participants for the event came to 50.
That's a good turnout. I didn't expect it to come to such a high number.
In this conversation, come to is used to discuss various situational interaction about daily life. Next one is come up. The phrasal verb come up has various meanings, including to approach, to be mentioned or discussed, or to arise. Let's use come up in daily English conversation.
Have you heard about the new movie coming up this weekend?
Yeah, I heard. I'm excited to watch it when it comes up.
We need to discuss our travel plans. When can you come up for a chat?
I can come up after lunch.
Did any issues come up during the team meeting?
Nothing major came up, just some routine updates.
I forgot to mention something. Can you come up with me to my office for a moment?
Sure, I can come up now. What's the matter?
I have a question that just came up in my mind.
Go ahead, ask. I'm here to help with anything that comes up.
The opportunity to travel might come up for you soon.
Really? That's great news. I hope it comes up sooner rather than later.
The topic of our school reunion came up in conversation today.
Oh, really? I'm excited. When is it coming up?
I'm thinking of a plan for the weekend. Any ideas that come up for a fun activity?
How about going to the park? It's a simple and enjoyable idea that just came up.
In this conversation, come up is used to discuss various situational interaction about daily life. Next is come upon. The phrasal verb come upon generally means to encounter or discover unexpectedly. Let's use come upon in daily English conversation.
I was walking in the woods and came upon a beautiful lake.
Really? That sounds amazing. I hope I can come upon it too someday.
Yesterday, I came upon an old friend at the grocery store.
What a coincidence. I love when I come upon friends unexpectedly.
Have you ever come upon a rare book in a bookstore?
Yeah, once I came upon a signed copy of my favorite author's book. It was a great find.
I was cleaning out the attic and came upon some old family photos.
Those must hold precious memories. I love it when you come upon hidden treasures like that.
I came upon a new cafe downtown. It has the best coffee.
Really? I should come upon it too and try their coffee sometime.
During our hike, we came upon a hidden waterfall.
Hiking is great. You never know what beautiful things you might come upon in nature.
Last night, I came upon a fantastic movie on TV.
It's always a pleasant surprise when you come upon a great movie unexpectedly.
In this conversation, come upon is used to discuss various situational interaction about daily life. Now we have deal in. The phrasal verb deal in generally means to engage in or be involved with a particular type of business or activity. Let's use deal in a simple daily English conversation.
Hi Emma. How's your new job going?
Hi Tom. It's great. I now deal in marketing strategies for online businesses.
That sounds interesting. Speaking of dealing in, did you know Mark decided to deal in eco-friendly products for his new store?
Yes, he's passionate about sustainability. Dealing in eco-friendly products is a smart move.
On a different note, do you think our team should deal in innovative technologies to stay competitive?
Absolutely. Dealing in the latest tech trends can give us a competitive edge in the market.
By the way, did you hear how Lisa wants to deal in more client meetings to strengthen relationships?
Yes, building strong client relationships is crucial. Dealing in regular meetings can help with that.
That's a good approach. Speaking of approaches, do you and Mark have plans to deal in remote work options for the team?
Yes, we're exploring ways to deal in flexible work arrangements to boost team morale.
Speaking of morale, did you discuss with Mark how to deal in employee feedback to improve the work environment?
Yes, we had a meeting to find ways to deal in constructive feedback and enhance the workplace.
In this conversation, deal in is used to discuss involvement in marketing strategies, business choices, embracing innovative technologies, conducting client meetings, exploring remote work options, and incorporating employee feedback. Next we have, come through. The phrasal verb come through has a few meanings, often indicating success, delivery, or the ability to overcome a challenge. Let's learn a daily English conversation using come through.
I have a job interview today. I hope it goes well.
You'll do great. I'm sure you'll come through with flying colors.
Did the package I sent you come through?
Not yet, but I'll check the mail later. I'm excited for it to come through.
The weather forecast says the rain will come through in the afternoon.
I'll make sure to bring an umbrella. I hope it doesn't come through too heavily.
I heard you were feeling sick. Did the medicine come through for you?
Yeah, I took it and I'm starting to feel better. The medicine usually comes through quickly.
The project deadline is tomorrow. Do you think we can come through and finish it on time?
I believe so. If we work together, we can definitely come through and meet the deadline.
The support team promised to fix the issue. I hope they come through and resolve it soon.
Me too. Let's wait and see if they come through with a solution.
I was worried about the exam, but I think I'll come through okay.
I'm sure you will. Just stay focused, and you'll come through with a good grade.
The concert tickets sold out fast. Did you manage to come through and get some?
Yeah, I was lucky. I refreshed the page, and I came through with 2 tickets.
In this conversation, come through is used to discuss various situational interaction about daily life. Next we have check up on. The phrasal verb check up on means to verify or inspect something or someone, often to ensure their well-being or to make sure everything is in order. Let's learn a daily English conversation using check up on.
Hi Emma. How's your project coming along?
Hi Tom. It's going well. I just need to check up on a few details before the deadline.
Speaking of checking up on, did you see how Mark decided to check up on the progress of his team members to offer help if needed?
Yes, it's a great leadership approach. Checking up on the team ensures everyone is on track and supported.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can schedule regular meetings to check up on the status of ongoing projects?
Absolutely. Regular checkup meetings will help us stay informed and address any issues promptly.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa checked up on the new employee to see if they needed assistance with their tasks?
Yes, it's a thoughtful way to welcome someone. Checking up on newcomers ensures they feel supported.
That's true. Speaking of support, do you think we should check up on the well-being of our colleagues, especially during busy periods?
Good idea. Checking up on each other's well-being fosters a positive and supportive work environment.
Speaking of a positive work environment, did you and Mark check up on implementing some changes to improve the team's collaboration?
Yes, we discussed and are planning to check up on the implementation progress next week.
In this conversation, check up on is used to discuss verifying project details, supporting team members, scheduling meetings to monitor project progress, assisting a new employee, promoting a supportive work environment, and implementing changes to enhance collaboration. Next we have concede to. The phrasal verb concede to means to admit or acknowledge the truth of something reluctantly, or to yield or surrender in a competitive situation. Let's learn a daily English conversation using concede to.
Hey, Emma. How did the negotiation with the client go?
Hi Tom. It went well, but we had to concede to some of their demands to close the deal.
Speaking of conceding to, did you see how Mark decided to concede to the opposing team's strategy during the basketball game?
Yes, it was a tough match, and sometimes you need to concede to the opponent's strengths.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can approach the project negotiations without conceding too much?
Absolutely. We need to find a balance where we can meet their requirements without conceding our key objectives.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa managed to concede to some changes in the project plan to accommodate the client's timeline?
Yes, it was a strategic move. Sometimes you have to concede to keep the client satisfied.
That's true. Speaking of satisfaction, do you think we should concede to adding extra features to the product to meet customer expectations?
Good point. We need to assess the requests and see if we can concede to some enhancements without compromising the project timeline.
Speaking of timelines, did you and Mark discuss how to concede to the tight deadline without compromising the quality of the deliverables?
Yes, we're considering some adjustments to the workflow to concede to the timeline while maintaining quality.
In this conversation, concede to is used to discuss yielding in negotiations, acknowledging opponents' strengths in a game, finding a balance in project negotiations, accommodating client requests, assessing customer expectations, and making adjustments to meet tight deadlines. Next is confide in. The phrasal verb confide in means to trust someone with personal or confidential information, sharing one's feelings or secrets with them. Let's learn a daily English conversation using confide in.
Hi, Emma. How's everything going?
Hi, Tom. It's been a bit challenging lately. I need someone to confide in.
I'm here for you. Speaking of confiding in, did you see how Mark confided in his close friend about his career concerns?
Yes, having someone to confide in can be a great support. It helps relieve stress.
On a different note, have you thought about confiding in your supervisor about the workload if it's becoming overwhelming?
I haven't, but that's a good suggestion. Confiding in my supervisor might lead to a solution.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa confided in her team about the upcoming changes in the project timeline?
Yes, being transparent and confiding in the team about changes fosters a sense of unity.
That's true. Speaking of unity, do you think we should confide in the entire department about the challenges we're facing?
It might be a good idea. Confiding in the department can bring everyone together to find solutions.
Speaking of solutions, did you and Mark confide in each other to come up with strategies to improve team collaboration?
Yes, we had a meeting where we confided in each other about the issues and brainstormed solutions.
In this conversation, confide in is used to discuss personal challenges, confiding in friends, seeking support from supervisors, transparency within teams, unity within the department, and collaborative problem solving. Next we have contend with. The phrasal verb contend with means to deal with or face a difficult situation or challenge. Let's use contend with in a daily English conversation.
Hi, Emma. How's your day going?
Hi, Tom. It's been a bit challenging. I have to contend with a high volume of emails today.
I understand. Speaking of contending with, did you see how Mark had to contend with a technical issue during the virtual meeting?
Yes, it's frustrating when you have to contend with unexpected issues while trying to work.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can contend with the tight deadline for the upcoming project?
Absolutely. We need to figure out how to contend with the limited time and still deliver quality work.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa had to contend with conflicting opinions within the team during the brainstorming session?
Yes, contending with differing viewpoints is a common challenge in collaborative work.
That's true. Speaking of collaboration, do you think our team can effectively contend with the changes in the project timeline?
It's going to be challenging, but we'll need to contend with the adjustments and plan accordingly.
Speaking of planning, did you and Mark discuss how to contend with the budget constraints for the next quarter?
Yes, we had a meeting to figure out how to contend with the financial limitations while meeting project goals.
In this conversation, contend with is used to discuss dealing with a high volume of emails, facing technical issues, managing tight deadlines, handling conflicting opinions, addressing changes in the project timeline, and navigating budget constraints. Next one is count on. The phrasal verb count on means to rely on or trust someone or something to be dependable or supportive. Let's use count on in a daily English conversation.
Hi Emma. Need any help with the project?
Hi Tom. Thanks. I was hoping I could count on you to review the presentation slides.
Of course. You can always count on me for support. Speaking of counting on, did you see how Mark counted on the team to meet the tight deadline?
Yes, it's great when we can count on each other to deliver under pressure.
On a different note, do you think we can count on Lisa to lead the meeting tomorrow?
Absolutely. Lisa is reliable, and we can count on her to facilitate the discussion effectively.
By the way, did you notice how the client counted on us to provide a solution to their problem?
Yes, it's crucial for our reputation that clients can count on us for innovative solutions.
That's true. Speaking of reputation, do you think our team can count on maintaining a positive image despite the recent challenges?
I believe so. We've always been resilient, and clients can count on us to overcome challenges.
Speaking of overcoming challenges, did you and Mark discuss how we can count on adapting to the changes in the project scope?
Yes, we had a meeting to ensure that the team can count on adjusting to any modifications smoothly.
In this conversation, count on is used to discuss reviewing presentation slides, meeting tight deadlines, leading meetings, providing solutions, maintaining a positive image, and adapting to changes in the project scope. Now we have cross out. The phrasal verb cross out means to draw a line through something, typically to delete or cancel it. Let's use cross out in a daily English conversation.
Hey Emma. Have you made the shopping list?
Hi Tom. Yes, I did. But I had to cross out a few items because they were out of stock.
No worries. I trust your judgment. Speaking of crossing out, did you see how Mark had to cross out some outdated information from the report?
Absolutely. It's important to cross out anything that's no longer relevant.
On a different note, did you remember to cross out the dates on the calendar for the team meeting?
Yes, I did. I crossed out the dates when the team decided to reschedule.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa had to cross out some errors in the proposal before sending it to the client?
Yes, it's crucial to cross out any mistakes to maintain professionalism.
That's true. Speaking of professionalism, do you think our team should cross out the old logo from our promotional materials?
Absolutely. We should cross out the outdated elements to ensure consistency in branding.
Speaking of branding, did you and Mark discuss whether to cross out the old tagline from our marketing materials?
Yes, we had a meeting to decide whether to cross out the tagline or come up with a new one.
In this conversation, cross out is used to discuss removing items from a shopping list, deleting outdated information from a report, rescheduling team meetings, correcting errors in a proposal, updating promotional materials, and deciding on changes to branding elements. Next we have, come with. The phrasal verb, come with, generally means to accompany or be included. Let's learn a daily English conversation using come with.
I'm going to the mall. Do you want to come with?
Sure. I'll come with you. I need to buy a few things too.
Pizza's on the way. Want to come with me to pick it up?
Sounds good. I'll come with, I'm hungry.
There's a concert this weekend. Are you coming with us?
Definitely. I'd love to come with and enjoy the music.
We're planning a beach trip. Do you want to come with?
I love the beach. I'll come with you guys.
We're having a barbecue this Sunday. Can you come with your famous potato salad?
Of course. I'll come with the potato salad and we'll have a great time.
The team is going for ice cream. Do you want to come with?
Ice cream sounds perfect right now. I'll definitely come with the team.
In this lesson, you have learnt various English conversation using come with. Use them while speaking. Let's learn next. Next we have come by. The phrasal verb come by has a few different meanings, but generally, it means to obtain, acquire, or visit a place. Let's learn daily English conversation using come by.
Hey, did you manage to come by the store today?
Yeah, I did. I came by and got some groceries for dinner.
Great. Anything interesting when you came by the market?
Well, I came by this new bakery. It's amazing. You should come by and try their pastries.
Oh, really? I'll definitely come by later. By the way, did you come by the library to return the books?
Oops. I forgot. I'll come by there on my way home.
No worries. I also wanted to ask if you could come by my place tomorrow.
Sure, I can come by in the afternoon. What time should I come by?
How about around 3 p.m.? I have something to give you when you come by.
Sounds good. I'll make sure to come by at 3 p.m. What's the address?
It's 123 Main Street. Can't wait for you to come by.
In this lesson, you have learnt various example sentences using come by. Use them while speaking. Next one is come down. The phrasal verb come down has various meanings, but one common interpretation is for something to move from a higher position to a lower one or for a situation to change or improve. Let's learn daily English conversation using come down.
It looks like it's going to rain soon.
Yeah, the clouds are getting dark. I hope it doesn't come down too hard.
Did you hear about the price of the new phone?
Yeah, it's so expensive. I hope they come down with the cost after a while.
I'm not feeling well today.
Oh no, did something you ate make you sick? Maybe you should come down to the clinic.
I can't find my keys anywhere.
Don't worry, they'll turn up. Maybe they came down between the sofa cushions.
The manager wants to talk to us about the project.
I hope it's good news. Let's see what comes down in the meeting.
The noise from the construction site is too loud.
I know, I hope they come down with the drilling soon. It's hard to concentrate.
Did you talk to your friend about the plan?
Yeah, they're excited to come down for the weekend. We can discuss everything when they come down.
The prices of flights to the beach are high right now.
Let's wait a bit. Maybe they'll come down in a few weeks, and we can plan our vacation then.
In this lesson, you have learnt various English conversation using come down, use them while speaking. Next is come forward. The phrasal verb come forward generally means to step into view or make oneself known, often in the context of offering information, assistance, or revealing something previously hidden. Let's learn daily English conversation using come forward.
Did you see the accident on the street yesterday?
Yeah, it was terrible. I heard they are asking for witnesses to come forward.
I found a lost wallet in the park today.
That's nice of you. You should come forward and give it to the park office.
I heard there's a reward for information about the missing cat.
Really? If you know anything, you should come forward and let the owner know.
The teacher is looking for someone to help with the class project.
I'm good at that subject. I might come forward and offer to help.
The company is facing some issues, and they need ideas to solve them.
If anyone has suggestions, they should come forward during the meeting.
Did you witness the fire in the building last night?
Yeah, it was scary. The firefighters are asking anyone with information to come forward.
I heard someone found a lost puppy near the park entrance.
I hope they come forward soon. The owner must be worried.
In this lesson, you have learnt various English conversation using come forward, use them while speaking. Now we have come in. The phrasal verb come in has various meanings, but commonly, it means to enter or arrive. Let's learn daily English conversation using come in.
Hey, it's cold outside. Come in and warm up.
Thanks, I was waiting for you to say that.
I have some exciting news. Can you come in for a minute?
Of course. I'm curious. What's the news? Please share it with me.
The meeting is about to start. Can everyone come in and take a seat?
Sure, let's all come in and get the meeting started.
I made cookies. Want to come in and have some?
Cookies? Absolutely. I'll come in and grab a few.
The rain is starting. Quick, come in before you get wet.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll come in right away.
I need your help with something. Can you come in the kitchen for a moment?
Sure thing.
In this lesson, you have learnt various English conversation using come in, use them while speaking. Next up is come off. The phrasal verb come off has various meanings, but generally, it can mean to succeed, to detach, or to happen as planned. Let's learn a daily English conversation using come off.
I heard you're organizing a party. Is it going to come off this weekend?
Yes, it's all set. The party will come off on Saturday at my place.
I hope the event comes off smoothly.
Me too. We've planned everything carefully, so I think it will come off without any issues.
Did your interview come off well?
I think so. I prepared a lot, and it seemed to come off positively.
I was trying to fix the shelf, but it won't come off the wall.
Be careful. It can be suddenly come off and cause any damage.
The play is supposed to come off at the community center tonight.
Yeah, they've been rehearsing for weeks. I'm excited to see how it comes off.
I hope the paint comes off the table. My niece accidentally spilled some on it.
Don't worry, I heard vinegar helps. We can try to make it come off later.
The new product launch is scheduled for next month. Do you think it will come off successfully?
I've been working hard on it, so I'm optimistic that it will come off well.
Now you have learnt various English conversation using come off. Let's move ahead. Next we have come on. The phrasal verb come on has various meanings, but it's often used to encourage someone, express disbelief, or ask someone to hurry. Let's learn daily English conversation using come on.
We're going to be late for the movie. Come on.
I'm coming. Just give me a second to grab my jacket.
I heard you're good at chess. Come on, let's play a game.
Sure, I love chess. Come on, set up the board.
I can't open this jar. Come on, give it a try.
Oh, it's really tight.
The bus is about to leave. Come on, or we'll miss it.
I'm coming, don't worry. Just had to grab my bag.
I can't find my keys. Where did I put them?
Oh, come on, check your pockets. They must be there somewhere.
You can do it. Come on, believe in yourself.
Thanks for the encouragement.
In this lesson, you have learnt various English conversation using come on. Next we have come out. The phrasal verb come out has different meanings, but it often refers to something becoming visible, being released, or revealing information. Let's learn daily English conversation using come out.
Have you seen my new dress? It just came out at the store.
Oh, really? I can't wait to see it.
The sun finally came out after days of rain.
That's great. Let's go for a walk now that the sun has come out.
Did the movie you were waiting for come out?
Yeah, it came out last week. I plan to watch it this weekend.
I accidentally washed my red shirt and my white socks together. Now, pink socks have come out.
Oops. Be careful next time, so the colors don't come out mixed.
The news about the new project will come out in the meeting tomorrow.
I'm excited. I can't wait for the details to come out.
I heard there's a magazine interview with your favorite singer coming out soon.
Really? When does it come out? I want to grab a copy.
I was a bit nervous about the test results, but everything came out fine.
That's a relief. I'm glad things came out well for you.
The truth about the situation will eventually come out. It always does.
Yeah, it's better to be honest. Let's see how things come out in the end.
In this lesson, you have learnt various English conversation using come out. Next one is come over. The phrasal verb come over typically means to visit someone's location. Let's learn daily English conversation using come over.
Hey, I made some cookies. Want to come over and have some?
Sure. I'll come over in a bit. Thanks for inviting me.
Can you come over to help me with my homework?
Of course. I'll come over right after dinner.
There's a game night at my place. Do you want to come over and join?
Definitely. I'll come over with some snacks.
I heard your favorite band released a new album. Come over, and we can listen to it together.
Really? I'll come over right away. Thanks for letting me know.
I have some old clothes I don't need. Do you want to come over and see if you like anything?
That's nice of you. I'll come over later and check them out.
I got a new puppy. Can you come over to meet him?
A puppy? That's adorable. I'll come over this weekend.
The weather is beautiful today. Why don't you come over, and we can have a picnic in the park?
Great idea. I'll come over with some snacks and a blanket.
In this lesson, you have learnt various English conversation using come over. Use them while speaking. Next we have come across. The phrasal verb come across means to find or encounter something or someone unexpectedly, or to make a particular impression. Let's learn a daily English conversation using come across.
Hi Emma. Guess what I came across at the bookstore yesterday?
Hi, Tom. What did you come across?
I came across this interesting novel by our favorite author. It was on sale.
Really? Pleased to hear that. Speaking of coming across, did you see how Mark came across a new solution to the project issue?
Yes, he did some research and came across a helpful article. It really solved the problem.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can come across as more approachable in the upcoming client meeting?
Absolutely. Let's ensure we come across as friendly and open to their suggestions.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa always comes across as confident during presentations?
Yes, she's very composed. She knows how to come across as knowledgeable and self-assured.
That's true. Speaking of being knowledgeable, do you think we should come across as experts in our field during the conference next month?
Definitely. It's important to come across as experts to attract potential clients.
Speaking of potential clients, did you and Mark come across any new leads this week?
We did. We came across a couple of promising leads that we'll follow up on.
In this conversation, come across is used to discuss finding a novel at the bookstore, discovering a solution to a project issue, making a positive impression in client meetings, appearing confident during presentations, establishing expertise at a conference, and encountering potential leads. Next we have close off. The phrasal verb close off has various meanings, but one common usage is to block or restrict access to a place or to end communication. Let's learn a daily English conversation using close off.
Hi Emma. Have you finished the project report?
Hi, Tom. Yes, I just closed it off. It's ready for review.
Speaking of closing off, did you see how Mark decided to close off the conference room during his important call?
Yes, he needed privacy. It's a good idea to close off the room for important discussions.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can close off the old file storage system now that we've transitioned to the new one?
Absolutely. Let's schedule a meeting to discuss how we can close off the old system and ensure a smooth transition.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa prefers to close off her emails with a clear call to action?
Yes, it helps in getting a response. It's essential to close off emails effectively.
That's true. Speaking of effectiveness, do you think we should close off the week with a team meeting to discuss our achievements?
Good idea. Let's close off the week on a positive note and celebrate our accomplishments.
Speaking of celebration, did you and Mark close off the client meeting with a summary of the key points?
Yes, we closed it off with a summary and set clear action items for the next steps.
In this conversation, close off is used to discuss finishing a project report, closing off a conference room for privacy, transitioning to a new file storage system, concluding emails effectively, ending the week with a team meeting, and summarizing key points in a client meeting. Next is close down. The phrasal verb close down generally means to cease operations or shut down a business or activity. Let's learn a daily English conversation using close down.
Hi Emma. Did you hear about the restaurant on Elm Street?
Hi Tom. Yes, they had to close down. I heard it wasn't doing well.
Speaking of closing down, did you see how Mark decided to close down the old project management system?
Yes, it was outdated. It's a good call to close it down and transition to a more efficient one.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can close down the discussion on the new office layout?
Absolutely. Let's close it down by summarizing the key points and making a decision.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa had to close down her social media account temporarily?
Yes, due to some issues. Sometimes it's necessary to close down accounts for security reasons.
That's true. Speaking of security, do you think we should close down access to certain files for confidentiality?
Good point. Let's close down access to sensitive files to ensure data security.
Speaking of data security, did you and Mark close down the discussion on implementing new cybersecurity measures?
Yes, we closed it down with a plan to enhance our cybersecurity protocols.
In this conversation, close down is used to discuss a restaurant shutting down, discontinuing an old project management system, concluding a discussion on office layout, temporarily closing a social media account, securing access to files, and finalizing plans for cybersecurity measures. Next one is clear up. The phrasal verb clear up generally means to tidy or clean a space, but it can also mean to resolve a confusion or to improve weather conditions. Let's learn a daily English conversation using clear up.
Hi Emma. Have you had a chance to clear up your desk?
Hi Tom. Yes, I cleared it up yesterday. It looks much neater now.
Speaking of clearing up, did you see how Mark decided to clear up the storage room?
Yes, it was getting cluttered. It's a good idea to clear it up and make more space.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can clear up any misunderstandings about the project timeline?
Absolutely. Let's schedule a meeting to clear up any confusion and set clear expectations.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa managed to clear up the issue with the client by providing additional information?
Yes, she clarified everything. It's important to clear up issues promptly for client satisfaction.
That's true. Speaking of satisfaction, do you think we should clear up the work backlog to ensure timely delivery?
Good point. Let's clear up the backlog by prioritizing tasks and allocating resources effectively.
Speaking of resources, did you and Mark clear up the budget concerns during the financial review?
Yes, we clarified the budget allocations and managed to clear up any financial uncertainties.
In this conversation, clear up is used to discuss tidying a desk, organizing a storage room, resolving project misunderstandings, addressing client issues, managing work backlog, and clarifying budget concerns. Now we have clear out. The phrasal verb clear out generally means to remove or eliminate things from a space or to organize and tidy up. Let's learn a daily English conversation using clear out.
Hi Emma. Did you finally clear out your old clothes from the closet?
Hi Tom. Yes, I cleared them out last weekend. I donated some and threw away the worn-out ones.
Speaking of clearing out, did you see how Mark decided to clear out the old furniture from the office?
Yes, it was time for an upgrade. It's a good idea to clear out the old and make room for the new.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can clear out unnecessary files from the computer system?
Absolutely. Let's schedule a day to clear out the obsolete files and free up some space.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa managed to clear out the inbox by responding to all the pending emails?
Yes, she's very organized. It's crucial to clear out the inbox regularly for better communication.
That's true. Speaking of better communication, do you think we should clear out any misunderstandings within the team?
Good point. Let's have a team meeting to clear out any confusion and improve communication.
Speaking of improvement, did you and Mark clear out the issues discussed in the last project review?
Yes, we addressed them and managed to clear out any obstacles for the project's progress.
In this conversation, clear out is used to discuss decluttering a closet, upgrading office furniture, organizing computer files, managing email inboxes, improving team communication, and addressing issues in a project review. Next we have clear away. The phrasal verb clear away generally means to remove or tidy up objects, often in order to create more space or to clean a particular area. Let's learn a daily English conversation using clear away.
Hi Emma. Have you had a chance to clear away the dishes from the lunch meeting?
Hi Tom. Yes, I cleared them away right after the meeting. The conference room is ready for the next one.
Oh, thanks. Speaking of clearing away, did you see how Mark decided to clear away the old equipment from the storage room?
Yes, it was taking up too much space. It's a good idea to clear away the old and make room for new supplies.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can clear away the clutter from the common area?
Absolutely. Let's encourage everyone to clear away their personal items to maintain a clean and organized space.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa managed to clear away the confusion during the team meeting?
Yes, she clarified everything. It's important to clear away any misunderstandings for effective collaboration.
That's true. Speaking of collaboration, do you think we should clear away the unnecessary steps in our workflow?
Good point. Let's review the process and clear away any redundant steps to improve efficiency.
Speaking of efficiency, did you and Mark clear away the obstacles discussed in the last project review?
Yes, we addressed them and managed to clear away any hindrances to project progress.
In this conversation, clear away is used to discuss tidying up after a meeting, removing old equipment, decluttering a common area, clarifying misunderstandings in a team meeting, optimizing workflow efficiency, and overcoming obstacles in a project review. Next one is chill out. The phrasal verb chill out generally means to relax or calm down. Let's learn a daily English conversation using chill out.
Hi Emma. How was your day at work?
Hi Tom. It was hectic, but now I just want to chill out at home.
Speaking of chilling out, did you see how Mark decided to chill out in the break room with a cup of coffee?
Yes, it's a nice way to take a break and chill out for a moment.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can create a space in the office for employees to chill out during breaks?
Absolutely. A comfortable lounge area would be perfect for people to chill out and recharge.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa suggested we have a team building event where everyone can chill out and have fun?
Yes, it's a great idea. It's important for the team to chill out together and build stronger connections.
That's true. Speaking of connections, do you think we should organize a company picnic where employees can chill out and enjoy the outdoors?
Good idea. It's a perfect way for everyone to chill out, relax, and bond outside of the office.
Speaking of bonding, did you and Mark chill out and discuss the plans for the upcoming project?
Yes, we grabbed some lunch to chill out and brainstorm ideas for the project.
In this conversation, chill out is used to discuss relaxing at home, taking a break with coffee, creating a chill out space in the office, suggesting team building events, organizing a company picnic, and brainstorming ideas during a casual lunch. Now we have chew out. The phrasal verb chew out is a colloquial expression that means to scold or reprimand someone sternly. Let's learn a daily English conversation using chew out.
Hi Emma. Did you hear about the mistake in the report?
Hi Tom. Yes, the boss chewed me out for it. I need to be more careful next time.
Don't worry, it happens. Did you see how Mark also got chewed out for missing the deadline?
Yes, it was a tough conversation. It's important for everyone to meet their deadlines and avoid getting chewed out.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can prevent employees from getting chewed out for not following the new protocol?
Absolutely. Let's have a training session to ensure everyone understands the new procedures and avoids getting chewed out.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa managed to avoid getting chewed out by completing the project ahead of schedule?
Yes, she's proactive. It's a good way to avoid getting chewed out and show initiative.
That's true. Speaking of showing initiative, do you think we should address the team to prevent them from getting chewed out in the future?
Good idea. Let's communicate expectations clearly to prevent anyone from getting chewed out.
Speaking of communication, did you and Mark discuss the issues that led to employees getting chewed out last month?
Yes, we addressed the issues and implemented changes to avoid anyone getting chewed out in similar situations.
In this conversation, chew out is used to discuss getting scolded for a mistake in a report, missing a deadline, preventing employees from facing reprimands, avoiding getting chewed out by completing tasks early, addressing team issues to prevent scolding, and making changes to avoid future reprimands. Next up is cheer on. The phrasal verb cheer on means to support or encourage someone with enthusiastic shouts or applause, especially during a performance or competition. Let's learn a daily English conversation using cheer on.
Hi Emma. Are you going to the soccer match this weekend?
Hi Tom. Yes, I'll be there to cheer on my favorite team. They're playing against a tough opponent.
That's good. Speaking of cheering on, did you see how Mark decided to cheer on his colleagues during the charity run?
Yes, it was a great gesture. Cheering on each other boosts morale and team spirit.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can organize a company event where everyone can cheer on their coworkers in a friendly competition?
Absolutely. It would be a fantastic way for employees to connect and cheer on their colleagues in a different setting.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa cheered on the new employee during their first presentation?
Yes, it created a positive atmosphere. It's important to cheer on newcomers to help them feel welcome.
That's true. Speaking of welcoming, do you think we should organize a welcome party to cheer on new team members?
Good idea. It's a great opportunity for the team to gather, socialize, and cheer on those joining the company.
Speaking of socializing, did you and Mark cheer on the idea of having regular team building events?
Yes, we both support the idea. Regular team building events help strengthen bonds, and everyone can cheer on their colleagues in a fun setting.
In this conversation, cheer on is used to discuss attending a soccer match, supporting colleagues during a charity run, organizing company events for friendly competition, cheering on newcomers, planning a welcome party, endorsing the idea of team-building events, and creating a positive atmosphere. Next we have call out. The phrasal verb call out can have several meanings, but one common usage is to publicly criticize or challenge someone's behavior. Let's learn a daily English conversation using call out.
Hey Alex. Did you see Mark's mistake in the report?
Yes, I did. I think we need to call him out on it during the team meeting.
Speaking of calling out, did you hear Lisa calling out the lack of communication in the project?
Yes, it's important to call out issues early to prevent misunderstandings.
On a different note, did you consider calling out the team for the delay in project delivery?
Yes, during the meeting, I plan to call out the need for better time management.
By the way, did you notice how Emma called out the unfair distribution of tasks among team members?
I did. It's essential to call out inequality and promote a fair workload distribution.
That's true. Calling out issues helps in fostering a healthy work environment.
Speaking of a healthy environment, did you call out the need for regular breaks during our long work sessions?
Yes, I called it out, and now we have scheduled breaks to maintain productivity and well-being.
In this conversation, call out is used to discuss addressing mistakes in a report, pointing out communication issues, addressing delays in project delivery, calling attention to unfair task distribution, and advocating for regular breaks during work sessions. Next we have call up. The phrasal verb call up can have various meanings, but one common usage is to contact someone by telephone. Let's learn a daily English conversation using call up.
Hi Alex. Did you call up the client to discuss the project updates?
Yes, I called them up this morning. They were pleased with our progress.
Speaking of calling up, did you hear that Lisa called up the supplier to inquire about the delivery date?
Yes, she called them up yesterday. The delivery is expected by the end of the week.
On a different note, have you thought about calling up Mark to remind him about the team meeting tomorrow?
Absolutely. I'll call him up later today to ensure he doesn't forget.
By the way, did you notice how Emma called up the IT support to troubleshoot her computer issues?
Yes, she called them up this afternoon. They're sending someone over to fix it.
That's great. It's important to call up support when technical problems arise.
Speaking of technical problems, did you call up the help desk to report the internet outage in the office?
Yes, I called them up immediately. They're working on resolving the issue.
In this conversation, call up is used to discuss contacting clients for project updates, inquiring about delivery dates, reminding someone about a meeting, troubleshooting computer issues, and reporting technical problems to the help desk. Next is care about. The phrasal verb care about means to have a genuine interest, concern, or emotional investment in something or someone. Let's learn a daily English conversation using care about.
Hi Emma. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm good too. By the way, did you hear about the charity event happening this weekend?
Yes, I did. I really care about supporting such initiatives. Are you planning to attend?
Absolutely. I care about contributing to causes that make a positive impact.
Speaking of positive impact, did you notice how Mark cares about creating a friendly atmosphere in the office?
Yes, he genuinely cares about team morale. It's evident in his leadership style.
On a different note, have you thought about how Lisa cares about environmental conservation?
Yes, she's passionate about it. She cares about making sustainable choices in her lifestyle.
By the way, did you see the news about the community cleanup? I think it's something we should care about.
I agree. Caring about the environment is crucial, and participating in cleanups is a small way to make a difference.
Speaking of making a difference, do you think our company cares about diversity and inclusion?
I believe they do. There are initiatives in place that show they care about creating an inclusive workplace.
In this conversation, care about is used to discuss interest in charity events, contributing to positive causes, creating a friendly atmosphere in the office, passion for environmental conservation, community cleanup efforts, and the company's commitment to diversity and inclusion. Next one is care for. The phrasal verb care for has various meanings, but one common usage is to like or have a preference for something. Let's learn a daily English conversation using care for.
Hi Emma. I brought some coffee. Would you care for a cup?
Oh, thank you. I do care for a cup. I appreciate it.
Speaking of caring for things, did you hear Lisa doesn't care for spicy food?
Yes, I know. She prefers milder flavors. What about you?
I actually care for a bit of spice. I find it adds a nice flavor.
On a different note, have you considered asking Mark if he cares for a different seating arrangement in the office?
That's a good idea. I'll check if he cares for any changes to improve comfort.
By the way, did you notice the new art in the break room? I think it adds a nice touch. Do you care for it?
Absolutely. I do care for the new artwork. It brings a positive vibe to the space.
That's great to hear. Speaking of positive vibes, do you think our team cares for team building activities?
I believe so. Most team members seem to care for the camaraderie that comes from such activities.
In this conversation, care for is used to discuss preferences for coffee, food spiciness, office seating arrangements, artwork in the break room, and team building activities. Next up is carry off. The phrasal verb carry off has various meanings, but one common usage is to execute or accomplish something successfully. Let's learn a daily English conversation using carry off.
Hi Emma. How did the team presentation go?
It went well. We managed to carry off the new project proposal convincingly.
Speaking of carrying off, did you see how Mark carried off the difficult negotiations with the client?
Yes, he did an excellent job. He knows how to carry off tough situations with grace.
On a different note, have you thought about how to carry off the implementation of the new software?
Absolutely. I believe we have a solid plan to carry it off smoothly without disruptions.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa carried off the coordination of the event last night?
Yes, she did a fantastic job. It's not easy to carry off such a large-scale event seamlessly.
That's true. Speaking of large-scale events, do you think our team can carry off organizing the conference next month?
I believe so. With proper planning, we can carry off the conference successfully.
Speaking of planning, did you discuss with Mark how to carry off the recruitment drive next week?
Yes, we're finalizing the details to ensure we can carry off the recruitment process effectively.
In this conversation, carry off is used to discuss successfully presenting a project proposal, negotiating with a client, implementing new software, coordinating events, organizing a conference, and planning a recruitment drive. Now we have carry on. The phrasal verb carry on has various meanings, but one common usage is to continue or persist with an action or activity. Let's learn a daily English conversation using carry on.
Hi Emma. How was your weekend?
It was good, thanks. I went hiking on Saturday, and I plan to carry on with more outdoor activities this month.
That sounds great. Speaking of carrying on, did you see how Mark decided to carry on with the project despite the challenges?
Yes, he's determined. He always finds a way to carry on and achieve the goals.
On a different note, have you considered how we can carry on the discussion from the team meeting last week?
Absolutely. I think we should carry on with the proposed action items to address the issues raised.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa likes to carry on with her daily meditation routine?
Yes, she's consistent. It's impressive how she carries on with her wellness practices.
That's true. Speaking of wellness, do you plan to carry on with the healthy eating habits you started last month?
Yes, I want to carry on with a balanced diet and regular exercise for better health.
Speaking of exercise, did you and Mark decide to carry on with the fitness challenge?
Yes, we agreed to carry on with the challenge to stay motivated and healthy.
In this conversation, carry on is used to discuss continuing outdoor activities, persisting with a project despite challenges, continuing team discussions, maintaining wellness practices, sticking to a healthy diet, and staying committed to a fitness challenge. Next we have carry out. The phrasal verb carry out means to perform or complete a task, action, or plan. Let's learn a daily English conversation using carry out.
Hi Emma. Did you manage to carry out the changes to the presentation?
Yes, I did. I carried out the edits you suggested, and it looks much better now.
Speaking of carrying out, did you see how Mark plans to carry out the team training next week?
Yes, he mentioned it in the meeting. He wants to carry out the training to enhance our skills.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can carry out the project tasks more efficiently?
Absolutely. I believe if we follow the timeline, we can carry out the tasks smoothly.
By the way, did you notice how Lisa carried out the new process for handling client inquiries?
Yes, she implemented it last week. It's a more organized way to carry out client interactions.
That's great. Speaking of organization, do you think we can carry out the team building activity next month?
I think so. If we plan well, we can carry out the activity successfully.
Speaking of planning, did you discuss with Mark how to carry out the recruitment process for the new position?
Yes, we're finalizing the details to ensure we can carry out the recruitment efficiently.
In this conversation, carry out is used to discuss making changes to a presentation, planning team training, completing project tasks, implementing new processes, organizing team building activities, and efficiently conducting the recruitment process. Please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get the notifications of our new videos and also comment. For more videos like this, please check out the playlist on end screen. Thanks for watching.